You're listening to the Broken Havoc Podcast on YouTube, where we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and as the frickin' referee would say, ring that damn bell for more notifications. What's up, everybody? It is Broken Havoc here, right here on the Broken Havoc Podcast, here with my AEW Revolution 2021 pay-per-view predictions video. We got a lot to talk about. Of course, we got Revolution this Sunday, March 6th on pay-per-view, and this is looking like this is going to be one of the best, if not the best, pay-per-view so far of 2022, and I am absolutely excited for this pay-per-view. I think this show is going to be absolutely amazing. I think the card is absolutely stacked. All the matches that we're going to see on this show, literally, I'm 100% excited, man. I'm actually going to be watching this in the movie theater. Yes, I bought a ticket to the movie theater to watch this pay-per-view live, so it's going to be my first time doing it. Hopefully it's a good experience. I definitely think it will. But yeah, man, we got our Revolution pay-per-view predictions video. Of course, Revolution is going to be taking place from Orlando, Florida. But before I get on with the AEW Revolution predictions, make sure to like and subscribe to the Broken Havoc Podcast right here on YouTube, in which we discuss everything in and outside of the squared circle. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content, and as the freaking referee says, ring that damn bell for more notifications. All right, we got Revolution to talk about. Of course, as I stated earlier, the Revolution card is absolutely stacked. I'm definitely excited to see what goes down on the pay-per-view. I mean, a lot of these matches are definitely going to be show stealers. I mean, Hangman Page versus Adam Cole is going to be an awesome-ass match. CM Punk versus MJF in the dog collar match, in my opinion, has elevated MJF even further. Now, granted, he's already been elevated before the CM Punk feud, but I feel like this is definitely putting MJF in GOAT status, but I'll talk about that later on. Of course, we got Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. We got Chris Jericho taking on Eddie Kingston. Britt Baker going up against Thunder Rosa. A lot of matches to talk about right here on Revolution. And, of course, I'm going to be giving you guys my Revolution predictions. In our first match of the evening, we got the face of the Revolution ladder match. Of course, we got Wardlow, Keith Lee, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Ricky Starks to be taking place in the face of the Revolution ladder match. I believe there is going to be a match on Rampage and another qualifying match for the face of the Revolution ladder match. I completely forgot who are gonna be in that match, but of course we got these four men involved in the match, and of course we got other entrants being in the match. I think we got a mystery entrant in the match as well. But in my opinion, I mean, this match is going to be insane, especially with guys like Wardlow, Keith Lee, Powerhouse Hobbs in the match. I mean, especially Keith Lee. Keith Lee is going to be amazing. Of course, we had the qualifying match a couple of weeks ago on Rampage with Dante Martin taking on Will Hobbs. And a lot of people actually wanted, including myself, to have Dante Martin win the match because, you know, Dante Martin 100% is definitely, you know, if he was in a ladder match predicament, Dante Martin would go crazy. But, of course, he's not going to be in the match. Will Hobbs is in the match. But a guy like Keith Lee, of course, Keith Lee is going to be in action tonight on Rampage, but his first major match is going to be the face of the Revolution ladder match. It's either going to be, in my opinion, Keith Lee or Wardlow. I'm betting that it's most likely going to be Wardlow. The reason why I say that is because of the fact that they're telling the story of Wardlow splitting away from the Pinnacle. I think it makes perfect sense for Wardlow to win the match and, of course, get a shot at the TNT Championship and beat Sammy Guevara for the TNT title and, you know, have a run and then eventually split away from MJF in some fashion. But definitely Wardlow or Keith Lee will be winning the match. Most likely it will be Wardlow because of the fact of the storyline that they're telling us on television with Wardlow and the Pinnacle. And there's any indication on what we have seen with the Wardlow potentially splitting away from the Pinnacle, just watch last Wednesday's Dynamite after the match that he had with Cesar Bononi. MJF legit went after Wardlow verbally and like crazy. All right, but yeah, Wardlow is my pick for the face of the Revolution ladder match. For the TBS Championship, we got Jade Cargill defending her title against Ty Conti. I think this is going to be a pretty good match. Is it going to be the best match of the night? No, I do not think so. I think Jade Cargill overall has definitely improved in the ring. I mean, she was always really good at her promos. Like, when she won the TBS championship, she was already good at her promos. And definitely 100%, Jade Cargill is definitely going to be a star. I just thought she was a little bit too green. I thought the best, I wasn't for Jade Cargill winning the TBS championship. But I'm not going to lie, I have been enjoying her title reign so far. I'm enjoying her work, and 100% Jade Cargill is going to be a star. But I think the choice is obvious. I mean, even though I think this is going to be a great match, I think the obvious choice is for Jade Cargill to retain the TBS championship. You really need to find somebody credible. I'm not saying that Ty Conti is not credible, because she's really good. Like, she's really good in the ring, and she definitely, improved her craft. And not only that, I mean, Ty Conti is definitely on her way to becoming a star as well. I'm definitely invested in Ty Conti, and I think it's going to be a great match. My prediction is definitely going to be Jade Cargill. I think Jade Cargill is going to be holding on to that TBS championship for a long period of time, and not WWE, AEW needs to find somebody that is on the level in a way of a Jade Cargill that can definitely dethrone her for the TBS championship. They're basically doing this whole large streak for Jade Cargill. And I think it's working so far. And I think, after she drops the TBS championship, this is going to elevate her on her way to the AEW Women's World Championship. So 100% Jade Cargill is going to be retaining the TBS championship. In a Tornado Trios match, we got Matt Hardy, Andrade El Idolo, and Isiah Kassidy taking on the TNT champion Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Sting. Now, tonight on Rampage, we got a triple threat TNT championship match between Sammy Guevara, Darby Allin, and Andrade, which will be a fantastic match. Of course, Rampage tonight is going to be live, and I'm definitely excited for that match in particular. I think Sammy Guevara is retaining the belt anyway, but 100%, man, I mean, this match, that match that's happening tonight is going to be awesome, but this match, the Tornado Trios match, it's pretty good. I mean, I think this will be the catalyst of Matt Hardy eventually splitting away from the Hardy family office, or the Andrade Hardy family office, as people would like to say. But, to be quite honest with you, the Hardy family office, to me, has run its course. I think it's kind of a joke now. I was never the biggest fan of the Hardy family office, to be quite honest with you. But 100%, we all know Jeff Hardy is 100% AEW bound, and once his brother comes in, Matt Hardy is going to team up with his brother Matt. It makes total sense, and they're going to be part of the tag team division, in my opinion. They're going to have fantastic matches with the guys like the Young Bucks, Top Flight. I'm really excited, because if you guys know, Top Flight is officially back. Darius Martin made his return this past Wednesday in the Casino Battle Royale on Dynamite. But yeah, man, who do I think is going to be winning this match? I definitely see Darby, Sammy, and Sting winning the match. This match is going to be insane, considering the fact that this is a Tornado Trios tag team match. Tornado means anything goes. So, we're going to have to wait and see what happens, but definitely I think this is going to be the catalyst of Matt Hardy eventually splitting away from the Hardy family office and eventually going on his own, waiting until his brother Jeff comes in, because his non-compete, I believe, ends either March 9th or March 10th, Jeff Hardy's WWE non-compete clause. And once his non-compete clause is over, 100% Jeff Hardy is going to AEW. Jeff Hardy is AEW bound. But my pick for this particular match, it's going to be Sting, Darby Allin, and Sammy Guevara. We got one match that I absolutely loved the build to, and I also loved the promo segment that they had 2 weeks ago, or I should say last week, on Dynamite. That being Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho. I think that this match is going to be awesome. What we have seen in the promo segments with Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho, that segment where the security guards were in the ring and, both going at it verbally, it was really entertaining. It was awesome. It was serious, but at the same time, you really felt Chris Jericho's words. And not only that, Eddie Kingston, he's just amazing at what he does. By far one of the best promos in the business today. But we got Chris Jericho versus Eddie Kingston this Sunday at Revolution, in which I think this is going to be one of the best matches. Again, this card is absolutely stacked. It's even more stacked than WrestleMania. I don't even want to call WrestleMania even a stacked card. WrestleMania is WrestleMania, and of course that is the biggest show of the year. But I feel like, this card, if you compare this card to WrestleMania's card, this card I feel like is much more bigger because of the fact of the matches that we have seen, that we will see on the show. But Eddie Kingston versus Chris Jericho, 100%, of course, Chris Jericho is definitely the heel in this scenario. But Eddie Kingston, I think Eddie Kingston definitely is going to go over in the match 100%. I think this will be the catalyst of how many times have we used the word catalyst? I feel like one of the WWE commentators, but but I feel like definitely Eddie Kingston will get the win because of the fact that I think they're telling the story of Chris Jericho wanting to get respect, or another thing that could happen is Eddie Kingston can win. And then what happens is Santana and Ortiz eventually turn on Chris Jericho, and then they'll have somewhat of a faction with Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz. I think that'd be awesome because of the fact that I feel like the Inner Circle has run its course. Sammy Guevara is now on his own. I don't think he has any business being in the Inner Circle. Same as Chris Jericho. I don't know why the Inner Circle is still a thing. I don't know what the hell is going to go on with Jake Hager. I mean, he does have his own MMA career, but still, I mean, Jake Hager is part of the Inner Circle, so I don't know what the hell is going to happen with that. But the Inner Circle, in my opinion, has run its course. I don't think that the Inner Circle is as big of a faction as it once was when it first started 2 years ago or 3 years ago on AEW television. I believe that the Inner Circle should be over, and definitely Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz should have their own faction. Not only that, of course, we have a lot of factions in AEW, and I believe that in the near future we are going to be getting trios championships. And 100%, I think Eddie Kingston and guys like Santana and Ortiz, those guys are definitely great. The House of Black and those three guys are definitely really good contenders for potential trios championships. But in this match between Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston, I genuinely believe that Eddie Kingston is going to get the win, and eventually Santana and Ortiz will officially turn on Chris Jericho and will join Eddie Kingston in a faction. In our next match, we got one match that I'm definitely excited for, but I've been really disappointed with the build. That being Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa for the AEW Women's World Championship. I believe, and this can be an issue of AEW just having a little bit of too much on television. I get that they're trying to put everybody on television, but again, not everybody can be on television every week. But I feel like as much as I'm excited for this match, and of course we have seen the work of Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa for the past, of course this past year, of course they had that Lights Out match, and I constantly mention that match because it's by far one of the best matches of the year in my opinion, one of the best Dynamite matches of all time in my view. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, I think they'll absolutely tear the house down in Orlando. But one thing I will say is that I felt like the build could have been a little bit better. Of course, we had that contract signing last week on Rampage, which was fantastic. I think Britt Baker cut a fantastic promo. Of course, Thunder Rosa is being Thunder Rosa, but again, with involving somebody like a Mercedes Martinez and all that stuff, I felt like the build was just not good, especially when they brought in Mercedes Martinez in the semifinal match of the TBS Championship Tournament. I felt like after that, all we saw was just video packages of Thunder Rosa versus Mercedes Martinez, and the match was great. I enjoyed the match for what it was. It was a great match, but again, the build was just not that good in my view. I thought the build could have been a little bit better, but I'm still excited for the match. I think the match is going to be great. Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker are absolutely going to tear the house down. And I did state that Thunder Rosa is the one to beat Britt Baker for the AEW Women's title. I don't think there's anybody else out there that can beat Britt Baker. I feel like the one to beat Britt Baker is Thunder Rosa. Do I think that's going to happen? Most likely. My pick is going to be Thunder Rosa. Will it happen? I do not know. I think it's going to be one of those matches where I do not know what the hell is going to happen. But Britt Baker, most likely she will retain. But my pick for this match, I think Thunder Rosa is going to win. As the build was not great for this match. The build, in my opinion, was not great. I think it could have been a little bit better. But I still think Thunder Rosa is going to beat Britt Baker flat out clean in the center of the ring at Revolution. And Thunder Rosa will be your new AEW Women's World Champion. In a triple threat tag team match for the AEW World Tag Team Championships, we got Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus Jurassic Express defending their titles against Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, a.k.a. Red Dragon, versus Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. This is going to be an awesome match, and guaranteed we are going to be seeing conflict and a title change at Revolution. And this is, this match is definitely one of those matches that I'm 100% excited for. The reason why I say that is because, of course, we got Red Dragon and the Young Bucks involved, and of course, we got that inner tension between the entire elite, of course, ever since Adam Cole came in and he brought in guys like Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. We got the Undisputed Elite, the Paragon, the Undisputed Era, whatever the hell you want to call them. They're running roughshod in AEW, and I always stated, once Kenny Omega comes back, that's where the real shit is going to happen. But yeah, man, I definitely do see a title change happening. I don't see Jurassic Express retaining the titles. You have to put the titles on Red Dragon. I think Red Dragon are the best guys to put the tag team titles on. I don't think the Young Bucks should get another title shot. I mean, I wouldn't be mad about the Young Bucks getting another tag team title run. But again, I see Red Dragon winning those titles, and eventually we'll start seeing more tension for the AW for the Elite, and again, Omega comes back, and then Adam Cole turns on Omega, and then of course we'll have a whole feud between the Elite and the Undisputed Era, and then we'll have probably Blood and Guts. That's just me predicting a lot of shit, but definitely I think this match is going to be fantastic. The Young Bucks are always great. I mean, AEW always knocks it out of the park when it comes to tag team matches, but definitely 100% Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are going to be your new AEW World Tag Team Champions. I think they're going to pin one of the Young Bucks. Maybe that's just a bold prediction right there, but definitely I do see Red Dragon winning the tag titles. In our next match, we got Jon Moxley taking on Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. This is another match that everybody has wanted to see. I'm excited. Again, man, Revolution is a stacked-ass card. This to me, I may be far-fetching right here, but I definitely view this as like a WrestleMania level card. I mean, especially, with all the matches that we're getting. And these are the matches. I think this match is going to be absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, in my opinion. We got Jon Moxley taking on Bryan Danielson in a dream match, in my opinion. I believe this is definitely a dream match. And, yeah, man, this is going to be another show stealer. And 100%, I honestly, this is one of those matches that I do not know who's going to win. Of course, Jon Moxley recently came back. I think the most logical choice would be Jon Moxley, but at the same time, I don't know if it's going to be Jon Moxley. I think the match is going to be fantastic. I think Bryan Danielson is going to show a lot of his strength, same as Jon Moxley. I mean, the match is going to be fantastic, and the crowd is going to be on their feet for this particular matchup. But who do I think is going to be winning this match? I see Jon Moxley winning this match. And, maybe we'll see another rematch down the line. When it came to Bryan Danielson, I've actually, for Revolution, I made the prediction that Bryan Danielson was going to get a third match with Hangman Page in an Iron Man match for the AEW World title. But then when I saw that they were going for Adam Cole, and I was like, okay, they're definitely going to have Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley at Revolution. And I thought the build for this match was fantastic. I thought the build was great. I mean, we all knew that Jon Moxley was not going to join Bryan Danielson. But again, I definitely enjoyed the build for the match. And not only that, this match is going to be amazing. Who do I think is going to be winning this match? I'm going to put my money on Jon Moxley to beat Bryan Danielson. All right, we got another match, which I thought the build was absolutely fantastic. And from what we've seen this past Wednesday on AEW Dynamite and Daily's Place, dude, this match is 100% going to be absolutely off the charts. Of course, we have seen them wrestle in the main event of Dynamite, which we saw MJF beat CM Punk twice. But of course, we got the rematch at Revolution, CM Punk versus MJF in a dog collar match. What can I say, man? The build for this match has been absolutely insane. I'm one of those people that absolutely have been enjoying this feud. Some people did not like the feud, but to be quite honest, for me, I got a kick out of the feud. And I state this all the time on my Dynamite reviews and Rampage reviews, but mostly my Dynamite reviews. MJF is going to be the AEW World Champion. He's the next AEW World Champion, whether you like it or not. It has to be MJF. He is the guy to beat Hangman Page, and I'll talk about Hangman Page later on in this predictions video. But yeah, man, this match is going to be amazing. The dog collar match, from what we have seen of MJF, especially this past Wednesday on Dynamite, with him bloodying up CM Punk all over his face and putting him in the dog collar and basically repeating the same words that CM Punk stated back in 2005 in Ring of Honor, calling him a snake, that he is a snake, and he is the devil himself. Those were the exact words that CM Punk stated back in 2005 when he was the Ring of Honor World Champion. I think he won the Ring of Honor World Champion the same night where he stated that promo. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't follow Ring of Honor. But yeah, man, I think MJF has to get the win. I don't think CM Punk should win this match, even though CM Punk, I believe he's had many dog collar matches back in the days when he was in Ring of Honor. But I genuinely believe, a lot of people are saying CM Punk should win this match because of the fact that he won twice. And I think AEW is going to go for the 50-50 booking route. But if you really want to push MJF strong as this unstoppable force, I think the most logical choice right here is have MJF beat CM Punk clean and elevate him more, saying, I've not only beat MJF once or twice, I beat him 3 times. Now I'm going to win the AEW World Championship, and I'm going to be unstoppable, and nobody can touch me. I think that's what they should do with MJF. I think MJF has to be the guy to beat CM Punk. If CM Punk beats MJF, I think it's going to be a scenario in which MJF looks strong, but still, I think it's more logical for me, in my view, to have MJF beat CM Punk clean in a dog collar match and have him, win the match and, go on to the main event scene. Of course, he's going to have his mini storyline with Wardlow, which I do not see them having a match at Double or Nothing. I see the match being MJF versus Hangman Page at Double or Nothing. But again, MJF is on his way to superstardom. Granted, I think he's already a superstar, but he's going to be a mega superstar when he wins the AEW World Championship. And I will constantly shove that down your throats because it's going to happen, and MJF is going to be the AEW World Champion. But CM Punk is going to lose, I believe, this match, and MJF is going to win and beat CM Punk for a 3rd time in the dog collar match. In our main event of the evening, we got Hangman Page defending the AEW World Championship against Adam Cole, baby, in the main event for the AEW World title. This match is going to be awesome. I don't care what anybody says. I'm excited for this fucking match. This match is going to be a show stealer as well. Almost every match, most matches, like, the Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa, Chris Jericho and Eddie Kingston, Danielson versus Moxley, CM Punk versus MJF, and this match between Page and Cole are all going to be show stealers. Now, again, of course, you do create the discussion of like, oh, they're all show stealers. It's going to be hard to follow that particular match, and I definitely do see that being the case. I mean, I think this match is going to have a tough time following up all the other matches that are going to take place on the show. So really, AEW really needs to correlate well the match card order for this show, and I think they will do that, but we'll have to wait and see at Revolution. But we got Adam Cole versus Hangman Page. A lot of people are saying that Adam Cole should win the AEW World title. Now, I don't think that should be the case. Adam Cole is on his way there. He is on his way to the AEW, and he's guaranteed he's going to win the AEW World Championship, but he's not going to win the title this Sunday. I think it'd be too early for Hangman Page's run to end. I think, again, his run is going to end at Double or Nothing against MJF. I think they're definitely going to have MJF beat Hangman Page clean in the center of the ring, and a whole riot is going to take place in the T-Mobile Arena. But again, with this match, again, I see Adam Cole putting on a fantastic performance. I think, even if Adam Cole loses, and people need to realize, just because a wrestler loses a match does not mean they're buried. I think that philosophy is ridiculous. If a wrestler loses in a fantastic match that makes him look strong, then they're not buried. If Adam Cole loses this match, I mean, we're definitely going to be seeing a clean finish, but at the same time, we're going to be seeing a fantastic match. And this match is going to be amazing. This match is going to be great, and it's going to make Adam Cole look extremely strong. The reason why I say he's not going to win the World Championship is because of the fact he's going to enter into a feud with Kenny Omega. Now, when it comes to Kenny Omega's case, we do not know when Kenny Omega is going to come back. We got a lot of possibly surprises happening at Revolution. A lot of people are saying Cesaro is going to come in, but I don't think Adam Cole is going to enter into a feud with Cesaro. But again, when Kenny Omega comes back, he's definitely going to enter into a feud with Adam Cole. And of course, we're going to have a whole feud with the Elite and the Paragon. I think that's the name of the Undisputed Era in AEW. We're going to have a whole feud with the Elite and the Paragon, or we're possibly going to have this whole Bullet Club feud, because of course they brought in Switchblade Jay White from New Japan as part of the Forbidden Door, and I believe Impact Wrestling has this whole Bullet Club feud going on. But I don't think it's going to be a Bullet Club War. I think it's going to be a Elite Civil War. I think we're going to have blood and guts between the Undisputed Era and the Elite. I think it's going to be a fantastic match. Not only that, I genuinely believe that Hangman Page is definitely going to retain the title. Hangman Page is going to retain the title. Adam Cole is going to go on to feud with the Elite, because he's the Elite. Cole O'Reilly and Fish are definitely turning on the Bucks. They're definitely turning on the Bucks. They've been teasing it for the past couple of months, and it's going to happen. It is going to happen, and I'm excited to see. I think, the Elite versus the Paragon is going to be one of the best feuds of the entire year in AEW. But yeah, who do I think is going to be winning this match? I think it's going to be Adam Cole. Adam Cole is definitely going to win this match, bar none. It makes the perfect sense for him to win the match. And yeah, Adam Cole is going to, not Adam Cole. Hangman Page is going to retain. My bad. I stated Adam Cole. Hangman Page is going to retain the AEW World Championship, and Adam Cole is going to go on to feud with the Elite after this. But yeah, those were my AEW Revolution predictions. Overall, I genuinely believe that Revolution is going to be a fantastic pay-per-view. It's by far going to be one of the best pay-per-views, not only in AEW this year, but probably one of the best pay-per-views in the entire wrestling world this year. I think, this is going to be better than WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania, I'm excited for WrestleMania, but if you compare the Revolution card to WrestleMania, I think the Revolution card absolutely destroys WrestleMania 100%. That is just my opinion. You can call me an AEW show, whatever you want. I genuinely believe that is going to be the case. But I think Revolution is going to be a fantastic show. It's going to be an awesome experience watching Revolution for the first time at a movie theater. Yes, I'm going to watch Revolution inside a movie theater. I didn't order the actual pay-per-view. Actually, I'm going to be watching the show at the movie theater. So it's going to be an awesome experience. So I'm definitely excited to see what happens. But I think, all the matches that we're going to see on this show are going to be fantastic. They're going to be awesome. I'm definitely excited to see what happens. But yeah, those were my AEW Revolution predictions. Be on the lookout tomorrow for my SmackDown and Rampage review. Of course, we got Revolution on Sunday, and I will come at you guys with a Revolution review this Monday. So yeah, this was Broken Havoc. Please like and subscribe, comment down below, push that bell for notifications, and be on the lookout for more videos right here on the Broken Havoc Podcast on YouTube. And this is Broken Havoc, signing out.